those specific cases, Ed Bloom historically has never used Asian plaintiffs. Do you think he cares about like Asian students in DEI?
I don't think you can read someone's mind and say what they care about. The point is whether these students are being impacted by it or not, and they have been.
You can't say that he cares or not.
I don't give a shit what he cares about. I care about the students that are being impacted by it.
Do you think the motivation for political action isn't important? Do you not think that's important? You don't think that's important?
I think the outcome is important. Good vibes and positive intentions mean nothing when we can see the ramifications of the things that we are promoting.
I don't know if that's the correct way.
What is the phrase?
You don't think motivation
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. I don't care what someone's motivation is.
It's paved with good intentions. Would good intentions not be a motivation?
Good intentions? I can't feed my family with good intentions.
Okay, well, all right, I'll give you that then.
If you were to ask me to make a distinction between the left and the right, I could confidently, without a doubt, tell you that the left tends to focus more on feelings than the reality of the world. And again, coming from experience, I used to be very emotional, very feelings-based, and I never thought about the long-term consequences of my beliefs. It was always, I just need a solution to this problem immediately, and who cares if it doesn't pan out? I have the right motivations, and so it's okay. And that's something that's very notorious with the radical left. Not saying it's exclusive to them, because there's a lot of short-sighted people across all political lines. And you see it right in this conversation that I'm having with this student. You know, he is bringing into question whether someone's motivations are important when it comes to political action. And I said no, because again, I'd rather see the consequences. I want to know, what is this going to look like in the long term? Otherwise, the motivations are completely irrelevant. Oftentimes, leftists don't really think about that. They go for the immediate solution. They see a problem, and because they're so emotional based, they want to fix that problem as quickly as possible without thinking about the bigger picture. When I was a leftist, I used to believe and promote a lot of things without really thinking about it. And a lot of these ideas were bad. They were detrimental to not only myself, but to society as a whole. And that's not really loving. If anything, I could tell you that I was more invested in getting a pat on the back for feeling as though I'm doing something that's good. That's something that I still see with the left. And so I want to show you another clip, actually, that sort of ties into this. During this same college campus tour, I was talking with another young lady. I forgot what campus it was, but she was bringing into question Trump's motives after he incited the January 6th riot, despite the fact that he said to go there peacefully. This woman is claiming that he still incited it because we have to consider his motivations, his internal motivations. Even though he said one thing, he obviously believes something different.
You got to understand, I guess you guys are influencers or non-influencers, whatever you'd like to claim yourselves. But you do understand people do have certain control over other people, and not necessarily control, but there's an aspect of influence. I mean, it's in the name, influencers. There is an aspect of influence that a major political figure like Donald Trump would have over people. Him calling other people to action, I mean, to peacefully protest, there is going to be a certain level of influence that he claims.
So if people choose to disregard the peaceful part, I think that's on them. But then I would ask you, would the Democrat Party be responsible for the almost assassination attempt towards Trump with the rhetoric of calling him a Nazi and a dictator?
I guess perhaps. We don't know the motives of those shooters. There was not very much information about that.
But their words have meaning, right?
Of course. I agree completely. Words do have meaning.
You might be able to tell what someone's true motivations are based on the history of things that they've said or done in the past. Because the reality is that people lie, you know, which is why when a Democrat gets on their soapbox talking about ending white supremacy and systemic racism, I look at them and say, okay, so you're trying to emotionally extort black people because of the historical patterns you have done to black folks in America. I look at all of the things that they have done and then I form a conclusion. Whereas if you were to look at Trump objectively and listen to his press conferences and listen to all of his speeches in its totality without any editing or things being taken out of context, you will be very pressed to find a situation where he is legitimately calling for violence against people. And that cannot be said about the Democrat Party and how they're calling him fascist and racist and bigots and bigots. What the hell did I say? There is a difference between hyperbole, and then there is a difference between that and then trying to create a tyrant out of thin air, because after a while, people are going to listen to that and assume this person is actually out to get us. He's actually out to kill us. It's a form of brainwashing. If you guys have ever heard of the Overton window, I would suggest look it up. I have a video on it. And it's this method of incrementally moving the public's perception towards an idea little by little. And that's what is very common with the left, is while they're over here focusing on ideas and intentions and all this woo-woo stuff, they're totally doing exactly what they think the other side is doing. It's a contradiction.